Welcome back to your daily basketball recap. My name is Levi Jacob. Don't worry, you didn't miss Shlomo today. There will be a video out later today discussing the All-Star team selections with Shlomo. That is our regular daily basketball recap, but it's like a bonus episode because of we're not recapping basketball. We are going over the All-Star selections. Hint, I was correct. Deni Avdia is a first-time All-Star this year. It's very, very exciting news. But another piece of information they have to go over this morning specifically, is the Atlanta Hawks are trading Vit Krejci to the Portland Trailblazers for Duop Reith and 2 future second-round picks. In my opinion, I think that this is a great. I think Duop Reith is out for the season, I believe. I think he had a foot surgery. Vit Krejci is a very underrated shooter and is going to be much appreciated in Portland. I'm excited for him to be playing next to Deni, Andrew, and eventually Scoot and all those other guys. And I really think that he's very genuinely, his shooting is going to be much needed there, and it's very, very exciting. Also, there's a lot of people talking about how he has a tie. His agent is actually the same agent as Giannis. Foreshadowing. That's the word I was looking for, to where Giannis might be going. I think he might be going to the Warriors more specifically, but alas, doesn't make a difference. Let's jump into the games. We're going to go through it quickly today. The Wizards beat the Kings in what was the closest game of the night, 116 to 112. I'm going to fact check myself on that, but I believe that is the case. Yes, that is the case. Yeah, most of the other games were not close at all. Will Riley scored a season-high 18 points rookie for the Wizards, including a go-ahead three-pointer with 2 minutes left. Ultimately, like I said, the Wizards coming out on top. Bilal Coulibaly chipped in with 15 points, 5-9 shooting. Bagley was starting for them because Sarr was out. Kaishan George off the bench, 19 minutes, 6, 1, 2, and 1. Will Riley was really the top scorer of the game, 18 points, 6 and 6 with a steal. AJ Johnson, 17, 1 and 4 with a steal as well. He had 7 turnovers, but I do think that he's like warming up, similar to how he warmed up at the end of last season. He's showing what was so interesting about him as a young prospect last season. 27 minutes in this game, though. I think also they felt like, we're going against the Kings. Let's see how far this is stretched, because it's the Kings and the Wizards. We would never usually lead with this kind of game. And Skal Labissiere, formerly from the 2016 draft, made, I think this was his Wizards debut. Zach LaVine had 35 points, 6 rebounds. He had a look at the end, but missed it. 13 of 26 shooting. DeMar DeRozan also had 32 points with 5 assists. Maxime Renau played starter because Sabonis was out again. Injury management. Nick Clifford, 1 for 3 from the field. Not much else to talk about in this game. It was really very straightforward, just a basketball game. Not too much excitement, but it was the closest game of the night, so we led with that one. The Heat beat the Bulls 134 to 119. This Bulls team just got absolutely thrashed. The highest scorer of the night was Kobe White with 16 points. There was a 12-point game, a 10-point game from Dosunmu, another 10-point game from Phillips. The Heat have a completely opposite box score. Pelle Larsson had 24 and 4. Bam Adebayo had 29 and 3. Andrew Wiggins had 14. Mitchell had 13 and 6. Fontecchio, not a great game from him. Kel'el Ware, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Got 18 minutes though by the end of the game, which is nice for him. Very nice for him. He needs more minutes. I don't understand. Anyways, it's an old story at this point. Jaime Jaquez Jr., 14 points, and Drew Smith, 10 points. That is 7 players for the Heat in double digits. Despite the weird minute distribution, it's working for the Heat, so cool thing for Spoelstra. Next, the Pistons destroy the Nets. Jalen Duren, 21-10, 3 and 2 after being named an All-Star reserve this year. Cade Cunningham, 18-4 and 12 with 4 steals and 3 blocks, just all over the place. Tobias Harris, 11 points. Some other good games with Dennis Jenkins, 18-4 and 1. I wonder what's going to happen with him, because he apparently refused a 2-year minimum contract that they offered him not too many days ago. As he should, because he would be a starter on a lot of teams in the NBA, and I like him a lot. So I hope that he gets the opportunity. He's basically turned into an alternate for Duncan Robinson this year in regards to Malik Beasley's absence. but they played a lot of guys in this game. They played almost their whole bench. Nick Claxton on the other side of the ball scored 10 points. Dwight Powell and Cam Thomas both scored 12 points. Nobody scored above that for the Nets. They absolutely demolished them. 56 from the field as a team for the Pistons versus 32 for the Nets. They really, the physicality of the Pistons is so insurmountable. It's suffocating. Next, the Celtics beat the Bucks 107-79. They were in total control of this game. I watched this game live. The Celtics were in total control of this game. Jaylen Brown put up 30 points and 13 rebounds. Anthony Simons chipped in with 27 points. Despite Derek White's horrible shooting to start off the game, he finished 16 of 14 with 17 points, 3 of 7 from 3. 2 of those were in the first quarter. So he really rounded out the game by the end, but he's in a slump for sure. 17, 7, and 8 for him. Keita, 14, 8, 4, and 1 block, 7 of 10. I don't know where they found this guy. I'm really happy for them that they did, because I like Keita a lot. Neemias Keita has really, really become a starting caliber center in this league, and it's awesome to see. And on the other side of the ball, Ryan Rollins led the Bucks. He also got a technical foul, which I have not heard of from Ryan Rollins before, if I'm being honest. But he got a technical foul in this game, 25, 6, and 7. With a steal, Kuzma, 16 points. The Raptors beat the Jazz 107-100. RJ Barrett scored 21 points. Sandro Mamu added 20. Despite the best effort from the Jazz, no Keontae George for the Jazz team. Also, no all-star selection for Keontae George, but Markkanen got that nod. 27-11, 2-2 for Markkanen with a block. Isaiah Collier got the starting role. 19-7 for him, 5 of 8 shooting. Nurkic also played this game despite the game time decision illness thing that they've had going on. Total nonsense that they give their players. 11-13, 1-1 with 3 blocks. Ace Bailey, 4-11 with 2 steals, a block, and a steal. This is the Jazz. They play some players some minutes. Markkanen still so much impresses me. I love how fluid he is. He really moves around the court. You'd think that his back would be so stiff, and he looks like somebody who just can't move. On defense, he does not move. On defense, he doesn't move. His defensive effort is not great. On offense, he's excellent. He's really exceptional. He was 9 of 23 for this game, but I love Lauri Markkanen. I wish that he would get more ability to just roam free on the basketball court and just really, really show everybody what he's made of, because I think that people would really, really I think that he really has the potential to be such a top star in this league. And I hope that he gets the opportunity at the very least next year, because this year they already look like they're kind of shutting everybody down. RJ Barrett, 21, 6, and 4. He was top scorer for them. 19 points for Brandon Ingram, who didn't get the All-Star nod, even though I believe that he should have. Emmanuel Quickly, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. Scotty Barnes, 14, who did get the All-Star nod. 14, 9, 4, 2, 4, and 4 turnovers. So not his best game, but still, again, contributing a lot on the defensive end. And Mamu, like I said, off the bench, 20 and 6. They're so much better than a lot of people realize, and they're not going to be fun to see in the playoffs because they're very physical. Knicks beat the Lakers. This was the top of the marquee game. OG Anunoby scored 25. Landry Shamet added 23 points. Look at that, Landry Shamet. He took a really hard fall, but got up. Looks like he was doing just fine. Jalen Brunson, 12, 7, and 13. You don't always see the high assist numbers for him, but really, really great. 4 of 15 shooting. Karl Anthony Towns, 13 rebounds, 11 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 5 of 11 shooting. Also got the All-Star nod. Mikal Bridges, 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal, 5 of 12 shooting as well. And to move over to the Lakers, Luka Doncic put up a 30, 15, and 8 to beat me in fantasy. Thanks, Luka, very much for that one. 10 of 23 shooting, 5 of 14 from 3. LeBron James, 22, 5, and 6. Reeves was maybe supposed to come back this game. He did not, and they needed him. DeAndre 8 and 13, 5, 1 and 1, but 6 of 6 from the field. So when he was running out there, he was running. Jake LaRavia put up another. I like how versatile he is. He's really is like a Swiss Army knife. 5, 2, 2, 1 and 1. I just like what he provides to them, because there's not a lot of players on their team, unfortunately, that do all the little stuff. Rui off the bench with 11 points, 5 of 11 shooting. I don't know what the trade is for the Lakers at this point. They always move so weird to me. I really don't understand their moves. They usually make it work somewhat. It's just got to happen soon. That's all. Despite all of this, the Lakers were up in the first quarter. By the half, they were very close, but then the Knicks in the third quarter just blew them out. They 38 points in the third quarter, for the Knicks, versus the Lakers 26. So it really, really put them out of contention in this matchup. Lakers also shot 28% from three-point range. That really has to improve if they want to win basketball games in 2026. The Spurs beat the Magic behind Victor Wembanyama's 25, 8, and 5 blocks. San Antonio really they started late because of issues with traveling for San Antonio. Devin Vassell had 16, 2, and 3. By the way, Victor Wembanyama also had 4 steals. So just really a very good all-around game from 7 of 13 from the field, 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Did not hit a three-pointer. De'Aaron Fox, 14, 3, and 10. Champagnie, 11 and 8. Another Swiss Army knife guy. Dylan Harper, another 15-point game, 6 and 5 with a steal and a block, 6 of 12 shooting. Love to see it. He's just showing everybody that he really is the number 2 in the draft this year, and he deserves to be. And Keldon Johnson, 14 and 10. The Magic responded with Desmond Bane, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal, 10 of 17 shooting. Paolo Banchero put up a good, efficient game, matched up against Wemby for a good portion of it, so that was pretty impressive to me. 19, 10, 4, 1 steal. He had 4 turnovers, of course, but still, he held his own. Anthony Black was the one who really, he suffered 2 of 13 shooting in this game. 4 of 12 shooting in this game. Jalen Suggs was one with 2 of 13 shooting, 5, 6, and 6 with a steal and a block. Played good defense overall in this game, but his offense is just, he's very inconsistent on offense, unfortunately, for Jalen Suggs, because he was like such a good offensive player coming out of college. And Wendell Carter Jr. just got absolutely demolished, which I don't blame him for, because he's so much shorter than Victor Wembanyama. But really, overall, the Magic, at this point in time, I don't see how. Well, Franz is coming back. That's the truth. Franz is coming back. They need Franz back. They need everybody to be healthy and playing together and find some synergy and chemistry, because otherwise this team is really, they really suffer through everything. Next, the Clippers beat the Suns 117-93. Not much of a game here to talk about, because the truth is that they're all like, the Clippers have been on fire recently. Kawhi Leonard 25, 8, and 5. John Collins 16, 9, and 2. Maybe Kawhi is going to go on a tear here because he wasn't named All-Star, but also I feel like he wouldn't play an All-Star if he was named an All-Star. Zubats 14 and 20 rebounds. Crazy. Perfect shooting night for him on 5 of 5 from the floor. 4 of 9 from the free throw line, though. Kawhi, by the way, also had a very inconsistent 6 of 10 from free throw, which is not very Kawhi Leonard-esque, but it is what it is. Kobe Sanders contributing. I like this guy a lot, this young guy that they have here. 12, 2, and 4. I don't remember if he's a rookie or maybe it's his second year, but I like what he's bringing to the table. And Jordan Miller is another young guy who I like what he's bringing to the table. 25 and 2. He's been kind of I feel like a little bit of a journeyman in his career so far. Finding a home here. I think he's like 25. But they got everybody to play. The other side of the ball, Grayson Allen was their top scorer with 23, 8 assists, 2 steals. No Devin Booker still. Dylan Brooks did not get the All-Star nod, which is a little bit upsetting to me. 7 of 20 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 22, 5, and 1. Colin Gillespie has kind of returned back to normalcy after his really great start to the year. 12, 4, and 2 with a steal on 4 of 13 shooting. Royce O'Neal, 9 points. Mark Williams 7 and 7, and Jordan Goodwin off the bench with 12. Like I said, it was just a regular, straightforward basketball game. Not much else to talk about there. This was the big stat line of the night. Jarrett Allen, 40 points and 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks for the Cavs win of 130 over the Blazers 111. Nuts. That's a crazy stat line. 6 of 23 shooting, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Sam Merrill contributed 22 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 7 of 9 from the field, 4 assists. Jalen Tyson, 18 points with 6 assists, 7 of 12 shooting, 4 of 4 from 3. Really, really doing a lot while Garland is out. Awesome. I love it. And they're still waiting for their additions in the form of Schroeder and Keon Ellis to jump in after they announced that trade early yesterday morning, for me at least. Donovan Mitchell only put up 14 points, but it didn't matter because everybody else was having career nights, basically. Tomlin off the bench. I like this guy, energy guy, young guy. 12 points, and Thomas Bryant with 10 points. Craig Porter Jr. always puts these interesting stat lines. He's a defensive guard they like to play next to Mitchell, sometimes next to Garland when he's out there. 3, 4, 12 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks with 1 turnover, 1 of 5 shooting, 0 of 1 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Lonzo Ball got 16 minutes, 3, 3, and 2 with a steal, 1 of 2 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, so there's the 1 of 2. Man, Lonzo Ball is probably going to get traded is the reality, since they also got these, additional guards here. Shaedon Sharpe had 20 points, 9 of 21 shooting. No Denny for them tonight, who, like I said, got the All-Star nod. Sidi Sissoko put up 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Jeremy Grant put up 15 points for them. Tumani Kamara, 12 points. Donovan Clingan. He's been a very underrated player this season as a big man in the league. On the boards, he's dominant. He really is dominant, and that's still with the Trailblazers having other big men on their roster. 8, 12, and 5 with 4 blocks. Really dominant as a big man, very honestly. Caleb Love, 21 points off the bench, 2, 3, and 2 steals, 8 of 15 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3. Really provides a lot of much-needed perimeter help. And Robert Williams, 10, 12, and 2, 5 of 6 shooting. Last game of the night, biggest game of the night to me. The Oklahoma City Thunder prove to the Nuggets once more that they have their number. They win 121 to 111. SGA scored 34 points, and Cason Wallace stepped up and showed he's arrived. 27 points. 7 3-pointers for Cason Wallace. This is exactly what we need. I'm not counting on it every night, but man, we needed this. We needed this for vibes. We needed this to feel right about this team again. SGA, like I said, had 34, 5, and 13 with 2 steals and a block. All over the place, played 33 minutes, 11 of 16 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 11 of 13 from the line. Cason Wallace, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 9 of 14 from the field, 7 of 11 from 3-point range, and 2 of 3 from the line. Chet Holmgren played 28 minutes, 14 for an assist, 3 blocks. Dort, 2 of 9 from the field. Hartenstein also played this game, played 22 minutes, 4 and 5 with 3 turnovers. He had 4 personal fouls. There's some foul trouble, but obviously when you're playing Jokic, that's what's going to happen. Aaron Wiggins, 14 points off of 3 of 6 3-point shooting. Here and there, some more 3-point shooting. This is exactly what the Thunder need whenever they play the Nuggets. This is really exactly what they need. There was no J-Dub, no Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso was the one who really did a lot of the guarding on Jokic last season in the playoffs. No AJ Mitchell still. He's still out with an injury. Peyton Watson scored 29 points. 5, 3, 1, and 1. 4 turnovers, 11 of 17 shooting, 5 of 7 from the 3-point line. Jokic had 16 points, 7 and 8. Maybe with the increased role of everybody else, he'll have to do a little less. He also only played, like I said, 29 minutes. He's still working his way up, ramping up to play more. Jamal Murray, 12, 5, and 12. Against the Thunder, they really do a good job on Jamal Murray. 4 of 16. Maybe they know how to play their Canadian cohorts. And then off the bench, Valanciunas had 13, 3, and 2. But this was a really, really good game overall from the Thunder. I feel like probably their best game in a while, very honestly. Like, I feel more confident when I see that this team is able to step it up. I don't think the Thunder feel this way about any other team. I don't think the Thunder feel threatened by any other team except for the Nuggets. And when they feel threatened, you see it. They play, it's more serious. Even though this Thunder team prides themselves on how serious they take the game night to night, you see it when they play the Nuggets. You really see it. They're just locked in. They are so locked in. Even Cason Wallace hitting those shots is because I just feel like there's so much more focus because they feel like every time they play the Nuggets, they have something to prove. And I'm happy to see it. I'm sorry for Nuggets fans. Sucks to suck. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, that was your daily basketball recap. Tomorrow we'll be back with Shlomo. Keep an eye out for the All-Star discussion pod that I did with Shlomo this morning. It will be out a little bit later today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.